Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mass YouTube channel. So today I would like to discuss the concept that is called C tokens. The individual units is called as C tokens. If you want to learn C programming in depth, we have to know the C token concept. So without knowing C token concepts, we cannot write C programming, or we cannot write C programming language. So come to the topic. The C tokens are mainly classified into keywords, constants, strings, operators, special symbols, and one more thing is there, that is called an identifiers. The C tokens are keywords, constants, strings, operators, special symbols, and identifiers. These are the C tokens we are using in the C programming language. Let us discuss each and every token in briefly. See here, the keywords are totally 32 keywords are available in C programming language. Totally 32 keywords are available in C programming language. So those are, for example, there is a int keyword is there. I'm already told that the keywords have a fixed meaning. The meaning cannot be changed. Totally there are 32 keywords are available. For example, integer, float, char, double. So these are the some examples of the keywords. For example, if you choose integer is a keyword, and it is mainly used for to define the integer values. What are the integer values? For example, int a equal to 10. In C programming language or any other programming language, we cannot write directly a equal to 10. If you write this a equal to 10, the computer does not understand. The compiler, C compiler cannot understand the meaning of a equal to 0. They generate an error message, you are written a wrong. So if you write int, they easily identify as this a variable is a integer data type variable. So that's why we are using 32 type of keywords in C programming language. For example, integer, float, character, and double. So here 10, there is no any decimal point value. That's why I'm using integer variable. So for example, I would like to take a equal to 10.5. In this place, this integer keyword cannot be used. Okay, why? Because we have any decimal points. At this situation, we use float keyword. Float means floating point. So int means integer values. We have no, the integer values doesn't contain any decimal points. The floating values contains decimal points. So totally there are 32 keywords are there. Some examples are explained. Some keywords are I am explained. Float, character. Character means if you want to take any character, char a of a equal to something, or we can take a equal to, within the single quotation I am taking e. So this type of characters, if you want to write in C programming language, we can use the character. Double means there is a big number in the floating point. At this situation we use the double keyword. And one more keyword, if, else, and while. So there are totally 32 keywords are there in C programming language. Depending on situation, we use these 32 keywords, right? If you want any information about regarding these keywords, you go to the 32 keywords. Those are available in the C programming language. Okay. So the next one is constants. So the keywords are totally 32 keywords, and there is a fixed meaning. They cannot be changed. And one more important thing is the keywords are maximum in small letters. Okay, the declaration is not changed, and the meaning of the keywords cannot be changed. If you write int like this, int, it is not taken. The int value can be within the small letters only. Int keywords within the small letters only. Okay, so this is the important point related to our keywords, 32 keywords. Each and every keyword we will discuss later sessions. Just I have to introduce the tokens of the C programming now only. The next one is constants. The next concept is constants. So this is a very important concept to your degree students. The constants are mainly classified into two types. Those are numerical constant, and second one is character constants. Numerical constants and second one is character constants. First of all, we have to know the meaning of the constant. What is a constant? Constant means is a fixed value. Constant means it is a fixed value. That means the value cannot be changed. It is called a constant. So numerical constant and character constants. The constants are mainly classified into numerical constants and character constants. The numerical constants again classified into two types. Okay, one is integer constant, and second one is real constants. The character constants again classified into two types. Those are single character constant, and second one is string character constants. Single character constants. These are the types of the constants. This question is very important to degree students. Okay, the constants are mainly two types: numerical constants and character constants. Coming to the numerical constants, first one is integer. Okay, in this integer also there are some types. What is that? Short integer and long integer. Real numerical constants. The real numerical constants means the value of the variable must be in a decimal form. For example, integer numerical constant contains only decimal number. Okay, so for example, int a equal to 10. This is the integer variable. So coming to the real constants are those are containing the decimal points. Float f equal to 15.75. These type of values, these type of variables comes under real numerical constants. Okay, so this is the numerical related information. Coming to the character constants, the character constants are classified into single character constant and string character constants. Single character constants means, for example, character ch equal to single quotation a. So this is the single character constants. That means ch is a variable. Within the ch variable, the a character value will be stored. That is a fixed, cannot be changed. Here also a equal to 10. This a value is fixed, that is 10 value. Here f equal to 15.75. It is also fixed, that cannot be changed, but it contains the decimal points of values. That's why we are saying this real numerical constants. Character constants means the character which is indicated within the single quotation mark is called a character constants. Coming to the string characters. String character means collection of character. For example, I am taking a of 5 equal to double quotation. Some name I have to give. Varshini. Okay, so I have given within the double quotation. So within the double quotation we have to write some characters is called a string. String is a collection of characters which is included within the double quotation. Okay, so it is called it is called a string character constants. Okay, are you clear? Constants concept. Constants are mainly classified into numerical constants, character constants. The numerical constants again classified into integer and real constants. Integer means there is no any decimal value. Real constant means there is a decimal value. The characters are mainly classified into two types: single character constants and string character constants. Single character contains only one letter is there, that is indicated within the single quotation. String character contains double quotation, that is indicated within the double quotation marks. One more important thing is, if you write like this, single quotation 2, and within the double quotation 1, 2, 3. Assume that this is a number and this one is also number. Those are declared within the single quotation considered as a character. This is the most important thing. If you declare a number within the single quotation, the computer or compiler as indicates yes it is a character. Okay, they know the single quotations whatever we have to put there, they consider as a character. In the same way, within the double quotation, whatever you have to write, that will be considered as a string. Okay, single quotations means is a character, double quotation is string. Okay, so this is the most important point you have to remember. The next one is strings. Already I discussed here. String character constants is also a ABCD. That means ABCD is a string and 1, 2, 3 is also a string. Why? Because we are declaring within the single quotation. Are you clear? So this string concept is also completed. Coming to the next one is operators. This is the most important topic we have to discuss in later. Now what is an operator? I would like to explain. See here, operators are mainly plus, minus, less than, okay, and so these are the operators examples. What is meant by an operator? Operator means, for example, I would like to take example to know the different to know the idea about the operators. For example, I would like to take A equal to 10 and B equal to 20. So C equal to A plus B. What is C? C equal to automatically 30. I already explained in the previous class, right? See here I am using this A plus B, right? A plus is the operator, plus is the operator. This A and B, this is the operands. These two variables are called an operands. The operator is a plus, A and B is the operands. That means the operator can operate operands. The operator can operate two operands for the purpose of any task. We are doing here addition operation, right? So this is these type of operators. If you want to check any condition like this, A less than B, so less than is also a operator. If you want to compare these two things like A equal to double equal to B, we will discuss later within the operator concept. A double equal to means with A and B variables are equal. Okay, so this is the operator concept. This is the big concept we will discuss in the next section. Okay, so coming to the special symbols. What are the special symbols are available? What are the special symbols are we are using for the C programming? Open brace and close brace, open bracket and close brackets. These type of symbols we are using within the C programming language. So that is the special symbols. That means what are the symbols we are using within the C programming? That is comes under special symbol. Those are comes under special symbols. So these concepts are completed. Coming to the next one is identifier. Identifier means it is a name of a variable, name of a function, name of a array or anything. How we can identify that variable? That is called an identifiers. Identifier means we can identifying by giving a particular name to the variables, name to the functions, name to the arrays or remaining any other concept related to our C programming. That is comes under identifiers. Okay, so identifier means, for example, I am taking A equal to 10. A is an identifier. It is a name. For example, some name I would like to take name of 20. That means name is a variable, 20 is the size. Within the name variable, I would like to take 20 characters. That is the meaning of this one. Okay, A equal to 10. A is the identifier, it is a variable name. Name is a array name. It is also a identifier. And one more important thing, that is called, for example, multiplication of a comma b. Multiplication, mul multiplication is a function name. We would like to identify the function name with the name multiplication. That's a this one is also comes under our identifiers. Okay, so these are the most important C token concepts. These C tokens are very important to learn the C programming language, and in futures we will discuss in each and every concept in deeply. Okay, so thank you for watching. Those are watching first time to my YouTube channel, please subscribe and share to your friends. Thank you.